The title of my lecture for today is Name Correction. Looking at this face, what comes to your mind? That's right. I just graduated from college, and I'm now selling Xinjiang nut cakes. I'm Adili.
Adili Maimatitira is a 23-year-old Uyghur boy. Currently, he is preparing a lecture for a television program. In this program, he will share his story about starting a business with his two Han classmates.
I need your encouragement and confirmation.
Adili, a fresh college graduate, already has more than 100 employees. He is the board chairman of a corporation with an estimated value of more than 30 million renminbi.
Then someone might ask me, why don't you concentrate on your studies in college? Why do you sell cakes? And so, let me start with 2 years ago.
In 2012, Adili was studying at Changsha University of Science and Technology. He was a student of mechanical design and automation. Like all other students, he was looking for work related to his major. Then after graduation, he returned to his hometown in Xinjiang to work. In December that year, a news event changed Adili's fate. In Yueyang, Hunan, some overpriced Xinjiang nut cakes triggered an incident. According to information from the police, a villager was buying walnut candy from a Xinjiang local, and because of the language barrier, a group fight was triggered. After the incident, the villager paid a compensation of 152,000 renminbi for the ruined cakes and the injured person. This made Adili feel very disconcerted about the whole incident.
Everywhere I went, I could hear the story about high-priced nut cakes. Making walnut candy is my family's craft. It was popular in Xinjiang, but gained a bad reputation because of an incident that came out on the news all over the country. It's very unfortunate. It was then I felt it was necessary to do something in order to change people's opinions about the nut cakes.
Nut cake in Adili's hometown is called maran candy. It is a traditional Uyghur snack. His family members have been crafting maran candy since the generation of his great-grandfather. Adili has a special attachment to maran candy. Zhang Jinya was Adili's classmate and they lived in the same dormitory and knew Adili's family were heirs to the Xinjiang nut cakes empire. He thought that the controversial brawl over high-priced cakes will be a good business opportunity.
I began searching on Taobao. I was very curious. I wanted to see whether I could buy the nutcakes via the internet. No one was selling Xinjiang nutcakes, but there were 240,000 people looking for them.
It was then that I came up with the idea of redeeming the tarnished name of Xinjiang nutcakes. He mentioned to me his idea of selling Xinjiang nutcakes on the internet. I thought that his idea would work. So together with him, we put together our resources and started this business.
The two of them went to the market and spent 78 renminbi on buying a pot. They also rented a folk house and began the process of opening a business. During this time, their classmate Zhang Chunyang also joined them. One of them was responsible for production, another one for selling, and the other one for the art design of the e-shop. This is how their online business began. Even in their early days in college, these three students were already pioneering this initiative.
Then let's draw the candy threads. It can be drawn to 30 centimeters. That will be enough.
A Uyghur college student, together with two Han college students, started a nut cake business which soon attracted attention.
Not too soft or hard. Perfect.
They received a lot of orders. However, the production of handmade cakes in the workshop was very slow. They could not meet the consumer demand.
The media picked up on our story and caused our sales to soar to more than 2 million renminbi. With our current production capacity, we estimated that this batch of orders would take 3 months to complete the production of the cakes.
And so, Zhang Jinya wanted to collaborate with a candy manufacturing plant to increase the output. However, that meant Adili would have to reveal the recipe of the nut cake handed down from his ancestors. That made Adili reluctant.
If they learn how to make it, they might produce their own using different or low-quality materials. And if they use our name to sell it, others will think that their product is the genuine one. But what they are selling is not the same product. It was not easy rebuilding the cake's reputation. And I was afraid of the possibility that others might taint its reputation again.
Take a look at the raw materials we use for this.
I explained the reason to him later. I told Adili my matitera that even if he worked without resting from morning till night for 24 hours, he could not make enough cakes. So if he kept the recipe a secret, it would mean our goods would not be produced and delivered on time to meet our demands.
First, put a layer of apricots around it. Then place the apricots on the four sides. Then place a row of walnuts and add a layer of blackcurrant raisins.
Jiang Jinya persuaded Adili at last. He revealed the nutcake recipe and entered into a joint venture with the candy manufacturing plant. They also set up a corporation named Dream Sailing, with Adili as the board chairman and Jiang Jinya as the general manager.
You're now the chairman of the board. Sign here if you agree. Just sign your name. This letter of appointment will take effect from this very day. You're too far away. Do you have confidence?
My arms are
Yes.
not long enough. Come
Let's
closer.
do it, everyone.
Yes. Let's
Do it.
They used the portraits of the three founders to register the trademark. The name of the trademark is Maimai Adashi.
Adashi is a Uyghur word. It means brothers. That means we three are brothers of Maimati. Our corporate culture is that all the employees of our corporation are Maimati brothers. And so far that system is working.
Let it flow down until it stops flowing. Then if it becomes thin and transparent like a piece of glass, then its consistency and concentration is just right. The amount of cashew nuts is also 2.5 kilograms. Mix all the nuts evenly. Then mix the syrup and the dry nuts together until they are coated evenly.
How long have the cakes been around?
Historic records say they have a history of 3,000 years or more. All these cakes were made today. They are still quite soft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The materials used were not of good quality. So after the wheels rolled over it, it got damaged.
Well, we must make it thicker this time.
It's easily damaged because it's too
Mr.
thin.
Mr. Zhang,
Go ahead.
it's not stable.
We have to fix the flooring. This won't do. According to your estimation, how many days will it take to repair the flooring? Could you give us a possible estimate of how long it will take?
Well, possibly 5 to 6 days.
5 to 6 days.
We can use it after the repairs.
I need to arrange and coordinate many things. It's never easy to work as the general manager. We are not a mature and stable corporation yet. It's a company that grew so suddenly. It will take a lot of time and energy to improve it. If a single step goes wrong, it will most definitely affect a lot of things. You see, I'm stressed every day. It's not that I don't like laughing. There are just too many things to do. Ultimately, all the problems and the responsibilities of running a factory and managing its operations will all come down to the general manager at the end of the day.
Let's put it all there.
At 11 or 12 o'clock midnight is now my normal time for getting off work.
The orders they received have finally been delivered. They have decided to celebrate. At the start of their business, the 6 of them rented a house with 2 bedrooms. Now, although the corporation has grown bigger, they still like to huddle together.
Ah! Where's our board chairman? Board chairman! Let's cook some food. How about we fry the beef with lettuce and then cook some noodles? Today at last, we have delivered this batch of goods. We have been very busy the past few months, but now we have finished a great task and we can now all finally relax. Cook a good meal to reward ourselves.
$5 million RMB sounds like a lot, but we've spent a lot of money in the second stage.
Adili, can you tell me which pot is yours?
That one. This one here.
This one? Is this your pot? Are
I
you
took
sure?
it from inside.
How can he not be sure of his own pot? Are you kidding?
Adili is a Muslim. He has always retained his own eating habits of using his own pot to cook his own dishes. He drinks a different beverage instead of beer.
Do we have any vinegar?
Yes.
Let's have some wine, come on.
You drink wine? He's going to get drunk with just one cup.
What's wrong with you? Here's another pair.
Little friend, are you okay?
Chairman, don't do this.
Your difficult days are coming.
This year our task will be heavy.
Yes, we know.
50 million. We have only finished less than 2/10.
Isn't it 1/5? You said 2/10. 2/10.
It's really hard to operate this business.
The hardest period has passed, yet the days with the greatest pressure will come soon. Let's
Let's
fight.
continue to make
To
efforts.
Mr. Zhang, okay?
To our board chairman.
To you three.
Drink up.
Is this the right place for it?
Huh?
Just put it here.
After the corporation made some progress, Adili and Zhang Jinya have managed to make it to their college graduation. Since the start of their business in their sophomore year, the two of them had been busy with both study and business, especially the period close to their graduation day. Too many things were going on in the corporation. Because of the work pressure of corporate management, Zhang Jinya delayed his studies.
After I found out that I was included in the list of students who did not get the degree, I felt somewhat depressed. You see, after going to college and studying for 4 long years while others got a degree, I didn't. I have to admit, I felt very upset and disappointed about the whole thing. It felt like all my hard work was for nothing.
Thank you.
He did not say much to me. He's not the kind of person who is good at consoling others. He's just not the talkative kind. I've known him for a long time, and he's always been like that. So he just stayed with me. We sat together silently for 1 or 2 hours. I didn't say a word. I just sat there, recalling how I spent my 4 years. It's time for us to pack the leftovers and leave.
Their friendship began as early as the start of their college life. Since his first year, Adili has been taking some part-time jobs. Later, Zhang Jinya undertook the operation of a restaurant near the school. He asked Adili to help him deliver the food. Since then, they have been good friends.
I had to deliver to the upstairs floors, 3rd floor, 4th floor, 5th floor. Many people live on the 6th floor. I was so tired, but he gave me this job. He trusted me with this job. I wanted to ease the burden of my family by making a living, and at the same time, I didn't want to disappoint him, so I persisted and worked really hard. I wanted to prove myself, and that I could be a reliable person. That's all I ever really wanted.
Like all youngsters, Adili also had a lofty ideal, but he also knew the truth about living a modest life. He would earn 4 jiao from one delivery. Climbing the building was very tiring. Many quit, but Adili persisted.
Seeing his attitude, I developed a special trust for Adili. I just felt this person was very reliable. He's trustworthy, very trustworthy. That's why we came together later and decided to take a gamble to start this nutcake business of ours.
In college, they were good friends and lived together. Now they have joined hands in business. The 3 youngsters have learned to trust each other.
Right from the very beginning, both of us have worked very hard in building this business together. Our collaboration is born out of a friendship and brotherhood, based on trust. It's like the relationship between the mortar and the pestle. We depend on each other. Our corporation's target for this year is to earn 50 million before the Spring Festival. Then we will go home to spend New Year's with our families.
The corporation's operations are improving every day. However, Adili's feeling depressed about another matter. His parents called him, asking him to return home to work right after graduation.
After our business here grew bigger, I wanted to stay. I wish I could stay here, but I dare not say so. I worry that my parents will not agree.
Adili finished his high school in Harbin and spent college in Changsha. He has been away from home for 8 years. For many years, he depended on his father, who sold Xinjiang nutcakes to support him, expecting his son would return after studying. His father still hopes his son will return.
They wouldn't let me work even in Kashgar. They only wanted me to return to our Shacha county. They said, after you get your diploma, come back and find a job here so we can see each other often. And after you get married, if you are still living in our county, then we will have peace of mind. They really want me to come home.
On July 25, Adili returned to his hometown in Shache County, Xinjiang. He wanted to persuade his father to agree to let him stay in Changsha and continue his business. Shache County is in Kashgar Prefecture. Most people here are Uyghur people. Adili returns to his home only once a year. In order to save money, he buys the hard-seat train ticket each time. He has to spend 3 days and nights on the train before reaching his home. But this time around, he has not been back for more than 2 years.
Are you okay? I'm happy you have come back safely.
Hello, my son.
How are you, Dad? Father, please don't cry. I'm home now. Don't cry. Hello, brother. Dad, please don't cry.
I told you not to cry. Don't cry.
Don't cry. Please, don't cry, Dad. Don't cry. How have you been?
Fine.
What did you do?
I played
And where did you play?
at home.
Come over here. Did you miss me?
Yes,
How did you miss me?
with my heart.
Give me a kiss. Where are you? Come here. Take this with you. This is for you. Happy? Who am I? Do you know who I am?
Uncle
Yes, I'm your Uncle Adili. What is this?
Cloud.
Do you want to wear it? This is my father.
How do you do?
Father, this is Zhang Chunyang.
How do you do?
This is my nephew, my elder brother's first son.
Hello there. How do you do?
This is my mother.
Hello there.
And this is my elder brother.
How are you?
That is my second elder sister.
Hello.
That is my youngest sister.
Hello, how are you?
That is my sister-in-law.
How are you?
How do you do? Your family's so big. Adili, your house is so beautiful. I mean, these quilts are very beautiful. You can feel free to interpret what I'm saying. I'm sure they'll be very happy. I'm not sure they understand.
He said our home is so beautiful. Your quilts are so charming.
Your son has achieved so much. You know, whenever it's possible for you to leave your farm work at home for a period of time, just come over and visit us at Changsha so you can relax and have a little bit of fun, okay?
Adili's father is 68 years old. His health is not so good. 1.5 hectares of land and a pot for making nutcakes are all his life is about.
My wife and I did not receive much school education. I just tried to make sure that my children went to school, although I had to make sacrifices. I suffered so much financially and in every aspect of my life. But I managed to send them to school. I am not in good health, though. I have been ill for several years. I have a bad heart. I was hospitalized twice, and Adelia was not with me on both occasions. I thought I would not be able to see Adelia again, and that thought made me very sad. So a few days ago, I called him to come back. I would hope one day that he would be a civil servant. It took great efforts to support him in his studies. But he told me he wanted to start his nutcake business. After hearing this, some relatives and friends said, "Did you educate your son for so many years only for him to sell nutcakes?" Some other relatives and friends said to me, "Your son has found his own path. We think what he's doing is all right. People just need to do what they want to, so we should just let him do it." Upon hearing this, I felt very much at peace. My son has taken his own path, and it's what he's good at. So I think we should support him so he can succeed.
Finally, Adili's father approves of his son's career. Adili is now free from familial constraints. He and Jiang Chunyang began to seek sources for goods from Xinjiang. He hoped to sell more local products of his hometown to the outside world via his website.
Where are the others?
Where's the car?
Be careful. Don't get your shirt dirty.
Just after he came back from Xinjiang, Adili fell ill. Changsha's cold and humid climate is hard for him to get accustomed to. At this time each year, he catches a cold.
Are you okay now?
No.
He just has a runny nose.
My nose keeps running, so I wanted to stay away. I didn't want you to catch my cold.
Hurry, hurry!
In fact, Adili's illness has another cause. Several days ago, his girlfriend in faraway Xinjiang broke up with him. His girlfriend is also a Uyghur girl. She feels that because Adili lives in Changsha, it will be hard for them to maintain the relationship.
I miss my family. Each and every one of them, father, mother, brother. Starting a business is a very hard thing in itself. But I have to persist in this undertaking. I'm trying to promote my hometown. Many people have a misunderstanding about Xinjiang. At the same time, so many people know me and are paying close attention to me. So I really can't afford to, nor do I want to make any mistakes. I really can't fail.
July 28, 2014. A terrorist incident occurred in Shache County of Xinjiang, where 37 innocents lost their lives. Shache County is Adili's hometown. This event has since changed his disposition towards his colleagues.
This whole incident has totally changed my outlook on things. I fear every day that this incident would put some distance between me and my colleagues. So now I just feel despondent. When I see them, I often keep my head low and just walk past them.
Adili is a very quiet person, and we have very mixed feelings about it. As soon as this incident occurred, we got together and within 1 or 2 hours, we basically put together our plans.
Adili's colleagues decided to organize a charity sale and donate the sales proceeds to the families of the victims.
We decided on this matter together. We wanted to do something to support the victims. Using our own resources, we sell Xinjiang nutcakes through the internet, using the same platform to support the people.
From this charity sale, they raised more than 10,000 renminbi, which Adili and his team have given to the government of Shache County. On August 3, 2014, Ludian County of Jiaotong City in Yunnan was hit by a 6.5 magnitude earthquake. Adili and Zhang Jinya are discussing the idea of donating some nutcakes to the disaster-hit area.
We are going to need 2 drivers to drive for 18 hours in alternating shifts. We should start producing the cakes today and later deliver all 5,000 kilograms. Nutcakes are a high-energy and high-nutrition food. They can be a good source of nutrients in case of emergencies. It is more practical than instant noodles, and they're much healthier. Have you recovered from the cold?
I am much better than before.
Do you think you're in the condition to go to Yunnan?
Yes, I am.
August 7, 2014. After a long drive of more than 1,200 kilometers, Adili reaches the Ludian disaster area with 5,000 kilograms of nutcakes.
Come on, everyone. Here, take 3. 3 cakes for each.
Adili's corporation has donated nutcakes to the disaster-hit area. This story has grabbed media's attention from around the country. One TV station contacted him, inviting him to join a lecture. Adili, although an introvert, has agreed to join a program that could help him raise his voice on a larger stage.
All right.
Wait, how long is the entire song? You'll go invite her. If she says no, absolutely no, you'll do it yourself. You'll go back and dance yourself. Okay?
The 4th guest is Adili. Come on, get ready. 3, 2, 1. We're ready to hear your story.
On the day of the nutcake incident, my schoolmates would not speak to me even though they used to be very friendly with me. Whenever I got onto the bus, many people would stare at me intently. Then they would feel their pockets. Some people even tried to keep a distance from me. I had to reach up, no matter how tired I was, and grasp the handrails and stand in the bus. Not only did I want to change the image of the nutcake, but also of my hometown, Xinjiang. I wanted to tell my friends how beautiful Sairam Lake is during this time of the year, and how the grapes in Turpan are so sweet, and that the Nalat grassland is so expansive. That is Xinjiang, our homeland, which we love so deeply. If you want to learn about it, the people of Xinjiang will enthusiastically tell you all about it. My friends, Xinjiang welcomes you!
September 9, 2014. Half a year has passed since the corporation's establishment. The corporation has gone through great changes.
Now, the result of the first test is still okay. This is a cooling chamber. The nut cakes are conveyed from there, cooled here, and then will be cut over there.
Their newly bought equipment has changed the cake production from pure handiwork to an automated assembly production. The corporation's capacity has increased greatly.
A new facade, just like that.
The corporation's capacity has expanded. Adili and his people will also buy their first car.
You can try it. I haven't tried driving it yet.
I've never been in such a nice car.
It has
So, do
electronic
you still think
controls.
it's a Jetta?
I thought it was manual.
So you thought it was a Jetta?
And you have to pull
For
by
Jetta,
hand.
we have to pull hard. Okay, we're at 100 kilometers already. Stop! Crossroad!
All right, he's going to overtake it. I feel afraid when he's driving.
This is the ultimate flavor. Do you just want the ultimate flavor this time, or do you want some other kind?
The ultimate flavor will do.
How many will you buy?
Sure, I'll buy 100 pieces.
Adili's story of selling nutcakes to start a business has moved many students. In order to earn his tuition fee, a Uyghur student has bought some nutcakes in bulk to resell at the campus. Adili strongly supports his classmate. He takes him to the warehouse to choose the cakes.
Just put them here.
Over here.
So where do you plan to head off?
Well, I'm going to Changsha.
Would it be all right if you take my friend with you? He's also going to Changsha.
Sure.
Have you always been in the nut cake business?
In 1990, I went to Yifu.
After visiting Xinjiang many times, what impression have the Xinjiang people left on you?
They are very friendly.
And you have been in this business for such a long time. Did the terrorist incident in Xinjiang make you skeptical of visiting the place again?
My family worried a lot, but I felt that in Xinjiang there is more good than bad. They are also very credible when it came to business. The more you fear, the more difficulties you will meet. In fact, every place scares us, especially when we do not understand its culture. However, after we understand the cultural nuances of people in certain places, we can then become good friends with anyone. It's not that hard. This is what I think anyway. Does that answer your question?
Thank you. So long.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. See you.
Thanks. Sorry to have been a bother. Okay.
November 17, 2014. Adili has been chosen as the annual luminary moving Xinjiang. The praise and support from his townsfolk made Adili feel very warm. After winning the prize, Adili invites his ex-girlfriend to dinner, even if she's just broken up with him. She was his first love. But because of the distance between them, the two had to part. Adili hopes his girlfriend will reconsider their relationship.
Did you order the pilaf? Can you help me finish this piece of fatty meat?
I feel this piece of fatty meat is somewhat like you. The other day, when we ate that fatty pork, that one was also like you.
I gave it to you. How can you return it to me? Oh, you're so mean.
How can you think that I'm mean? Do you hate me that much? Do you still hate me now?
And why would I hate you?
Because we're no longer together.
You know, people have various reasons for parting ways. No love lasts forever.
If I'm still single when you graduate, do you think we still have a chance to be together? Tell me, honestly.
I don't think so.
Really? I guess you like someone else now.
No. There's no one. I only feel like Like, the possibility for us being together is slim. It's hard to say anything before I graduate. Who knows what's going to happen in the future?
Our Marin Candy company is doing very well. If you're willing to give up your major to come work at our company, I think it might be a good opportunity for you. Come work with us. I think this will be good for you.
After 6 years in college, I always wanted to take up medicine.
To be a doctor?
Yes, I want to become a doctor.
What if, in comparison to being a doctor, coming to work for our company is a more promising opportunity?
I would still want to be a doctor.
Even if a doctor has no future?
Who says a doctor has no future?
The world is full of doctors. So many graduates become doctors every year.
That would all depend on me.
Adili has returned once more to his hometown in Shache. He wants to share the honor and respect he has received with his parents.
This is Yarkand River. The water flows high even in the summer. The water flowing through it is the melted snow from the Chanshan Mountains.
After seeing his ex-girlfriend in Urumqi, Adili decides to return to Kashgar to see his parents. This is his second return to his hometown this year.
Aren't you cold? You're the only one in? Why are you alone? Huh?
I just went out for
Are
a
you sure you're not cold?
I'm fine.
Mom, how are you?
We are all well. We're very excited to have arrived safely. How are you doing today? Are you afraid of me?
And you didn't even tell us you were coming.
I didn't. It seems like you've harvested almost all the cotton.
Yes, the last batch.
Is this the last batch?
Yes.
Is there still water in the river?
There isn't much water now.
Sure you can carry that?
Of course I can.
This is the award I received 2 or 3 days ago, moving Xinjiang in 2014. I brought it home. They gave this to me.
What is this?
It's a trophy. This one
What
is
is
the
that?
certificate. It bears my name. It says I have moved to Xinjiang.
Is this all you got? Did you receive any money for it?
I received 1,000 renminbi as the prize money and a TV set. I think those are not really that important. I think. Money does not last, but the award and the certificate shall stay, and that's what's important.
Oh, it's certainly a great honor.
He has worked very hard. We also support him as much as we can. He doesn't tell us about the difficulties he meets. He just tells us that everything is smooth sailing over there. But he tells us not to worry about him. Later, all our friends told us that Adili has done us a great honor.
I saw you on the TV donating 500,000 renminbi to the people in the earthquake-stricken area. Was that your net profit?
Yes, it was.
Were they really in need?
They were.
Did you go to the place yourself?
Yes, I did. After seeing the news, we decided to donate money. We went there and brought nut cakes worth 500,000 renminbi.
You said you donated all the money you had earned,
Yes.
and also borrowed money from the bank?
Yes.
Did you pay back the borrowed
Yes.
money? Everything?
Yes, completely.
Mom, I want to eat meat.
You always want to eat meat, but never rice.
It has stopped eating. In the past, as soon as I swung this whip, they would come out. But now they don't. Go there to drive it out. The sheep went over there.
Zhang Jinya has also come to Xinjiang with Adili. Apart from visiting his family, Adili also wants to organize a public benefit function for the company. The next day, Adili takes us to the bazaar. The bazaar is the Uyghur market where people gather once a week. Nearby villagers come here, and the place is bustling with people. Aside from selling daily necessities and fresh vegetables, they also sell cattle and sheep. In the bazaar, Adili's father runs a stand for selling pilaf. When Adili was young, he often came with his father to the bazaar.
Take a look!
When Adili comes home, he stays for 15 to 20 days. I want him to plan his own future well and study hard. I have always taught my son to be a good man.
Come and get your lamb! Grab it and clump it up so that it doesn't slip from your fingers. On both sides. Oh, just like that. Now you know how to eat it. I have to do something there. I'm going.
Where's the schoolmaster?
This is our schoolmaster.
Xiaoche Baishikan Bilingual School is Adili's alma mater. 11 years ago, he belonged to one of the first batch of graduates here. Today, he and Zhang Jinya will be sending promotional nutcakes. The nutcakes bear illustrations of children along with their dreams. This is part of a promotional campaign that seeks to help these Uyghur children share their ambitions with the rest of the world.
Is this your dream? Okay, take it and go there to take a picture.
My dream is to have a computer someday.
I wish to become an excellent policewoman.
To be a football player and win honor for the motherland.
My dream is to become a doctor when I grow up and cure my father's disease. I want to be a TV host.
My dream is to be an artist.
I want to be a female detective. My dream is to buy a train ticket for my teacher because my teacher only sees her child during the summer. I wish my teacher could use the train ticket to see her child.
My dream is to take all my classmates to Beijing because all of us are from the countryside. We have not seen the outside world. We wish to go to Beijing to see how our great motherland is.